All right, so get this, everyone. Today we were diving into something, well, kind of mind-boggling.
Oh, I like mind-boggling.
Right. It's Rujm el Hiri.
Oh, okay.
You might know it as the Wheel of Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
So picture this.
Right.
You are in the Golan Heights, surrounded by these massive ancient stone circles.
Wow.
For years, like forever, everyone's thought they were an astronomical observatory, right?
Right. Makes sense.
But get this, brand new research is saying,
Oh.
hold on, that might be totally wrong.
Oh, really?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. So what's going on here?
Well, we were just reading this fascinating study. It's from
wow.
Tel Aviv University and Ben-Gurion University.
Ah,
And it was just published in remote sensing.
interesting.
And what they're saying is, using all this high-tech analysis, they're challenging all those assumptions we had about the site.
So, like, what kind of analysis are we talking about?
So they use something called geomagnetic analysis,
Okay.
and that's where they study how the Earth's magnetic field has changed over time.
Right. Right.
And they also did tectonic reconstruction.
Wow. So, like,
Yeah, it's like
piecing together.
it is. It's like piecing together the movements of the Earth's crust,
That's incredible.
like over millions of years.
Really?
They're like geological detectives.
I love that. Yeah.
And here's the biggest shock.
Okay.
Their findings suggest that the ground beneath Rujm el Hiri has been slowly shifting
Oh, wow.
for millions of years.
Huh.
It's been moving about 8 to 15 millimeters a year.
I mean, that doesn't sound like much, but
No, it doesn't sound like much, but over eons, like,
it adds up.
it adds up, right?
Yeah.
It changes everything, because if the ground's been moving, then, like,
Oh, I see.
the structure's alignment
Yeah.
with the stars that we see today,
Right.
it wouldn't have been the same when it was built.
Totally throws a wrench in things. Yeah.
It throws that whole observatory theory out the window.
Wow.
And it makes you realize, like, even landscapes that we think of as fixed are constantly changing.
Yeah. Over these immense periods, it's just
Over immense periods, yeah.
mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And the researchers, they even went back in time, so to speak.
Oh, how'd they do that?
They used their data to create sky maps as they would have looked 4,500 to 5,500 years ago
Oh, wow.
when the structure was built. And guess what?
Whoa.
It doesn't match up
So
with the way the stones are positioned today.
So they weren't looking at what we thought they were looking at.
Exactly.
That just raises so many questions.
It raises a crucial question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, what else might we have gotten wrong about ancient sites? Because we didn't account for these slow, gradual geological changes.
It really encourages us to,
Rethink.
rethink our assumptions. Yeah. Yeah, like completely.
And this study didn't just focus on the ground beneath the site.
Oh, okay.
They also used satellite imagery
Wow. So
to create a super detailed map of the entire area surrounding Rujm el Hiri.
cool.
Yeah.
So what'd they find?
And when they did that, they stumbled upon a whole bunch of previously undiscovered features.
Like what?
More circular structures, these thick walls and enclosures, and even burial mounds,
Burial mounds.
which are called tumuli, by the way.
Tumuli. All right. I'll remember that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like the one.
It paints a much richer picture of what was going on there.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so we've got this shifting ground, a site that might not be an observatory after all, and all these mysterious extra features.
So like, what do you...
I'm hooked.
Yeah, I mean, what do you make of all these new features?
Right.
What were they used for?
Like, what were they doing there?
Yeah,
It's so interesting.
it is.
I mean, it's like a whole other layer of the story has just been, like, peeled back, right?
Yeah, it's like we thought we knew this site,
Yeah,
but now we're seeing it with fresh eyes.
exactly.
It's really cool.
And it's like a reminder that archaeology is,
It's a process
it's a process.
of constant discovery and reinterpretation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and it's just really exciting to think about, like what future archaeologists might uncover with even more advanced technology. Like,
Wow.
imagine the possibilities.
I know, it's so cool. It's like,
Mhm.
what other secrets are hidden beneath our feet, just waiting to be discovered?
Oh, I know, right?
Okay, but let's get back to Rujm el Hiri.
Okay.
We've talked about the shifting ground and all these new features around the site,
Right.
but the big question remains.
Yeah, what was it?
If it wasn't an observatory,
What was its purpose?
what was it?
The $1,000,000 question.
It is the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
And the researchers are, like, being very cautious about jumping to any conclusions.
Yeah.
They acknowledge that the true purpose of Rujm el Hiri is still a mystery.
Right.
But that doesn't mean they haven't considered other possibilities.
Oh, really?
So this is where it gets good.
Okay, all right.
What kind of alternative theories are they floating?
Yeah, what are they thinking?
What are they thinking?
Yeah.
Well, they're pointing to the sheer size and complexity of Rujm el Hiri as a clue.
Okay.
Right. It suggests that this site played a significant social and cultural role.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
They think it might have been a ceremonial center, a place for gatherings,
Okay.
rituals, or even, get this, astronomical observations.
Hold on, so they're not ruling out.
But perhaps not in the way we initially thought.
Okay, I see. So,
Right.
like, not an observatory, but
Exactly.
actually...
It might have been more about symbolic or ritualistic alignments with the cosmos
Okay,
rather than the precise measurements we see at a site like Stonehenge.
I see. Yeah.
And we have to remember that ancient cultures might have had a totally different relationship with the sky than we do today.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Like,
Right.
we can't just impose our modern understanding of astronomy onto the past.
It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Their worldview might have been entirely different.
And that's what makes archaeology so fascinating.
I know, it really is.
We're constantly trying to piece together the puzzle of the past, knowing that our perspective is always limited.
Right.
And sometimes, like in the case of Rujm el Hiri,
Yeah.
new discoveries come along that force us to completely reassess what we thought we knew.
It's like we've stumbled onto a whole new chapter
Yeah, it's like
in the story of this site.
it's like a plot twist.
It is. It's a total plot twist.
Yeah,
But where do we go from here?
that's the question.
What are the next steps in unraveling this mystery?
Well, I think further excavations and
Yeah.
research are definitely needed,
Yeah.
like analyzing the artifacts found at the site,
Okay.
studying the surrounding landscape in more detail,
Yeah.
and maybe even using ground-penetrating radar,
Oh, cool.
which basically lets us see beneath the surface.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That could reveal even more clues.
Exactly. So the investigation...
And the investigation is just beginning.
It's just beginning. Yeah.
This is why I love these deep dives. It's like we're right there on the cutting edge of discovery with the researchers.
I know. It's really cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah. It is really cool.
It sounds like we've only just scratched the surface
Yeah.
of what Rujm el Hiri might have been.
Right. It really makes you
It's
wonder if slow geological change can so drastically reshape our understanding of this one site.
Yeah.
What other mysteries are hidden in plain sight,
Right.
just waiting for us to uncover them?
It's a humbling thought, isn't it? Like, we think of these ancient sites.
Yeah, like they're frozen in time.
Yeah, as like static, frozen in time.
Yeah.
But this research shows us that, like, even the landscape itself is in constant motion, slowly evolving over millennia.
It's wild.
It adds a whole new dimension to the story.
Absolutely. And it reminds us that there's always more to learn, you know?
Yeah.
Always new perspectives to consider.
For sure.
We may never fully unravel the secrets of Rujm el Hiri, but that's part of what makes it so captivating.
I know.
It sparks our curiosity
Yeah.
and pushes us to keep exploring, keep questioning.
Well said.
Thank you.
It's been such a fascinating deep dive into the Wheel of Ghosts.
It really has.
What started as, like, a simple question about an ancient astronomical observatory
Yeah.
has opened up a whole new world of possibilities.
Right. And it just goes to show you, like, sometimes the most unexpected discoveries
Yeah.
lead to the most intriguing questions.
For sure. And who knows what the future holds?
Right.
Maybe one day,
Yeah.
thanks to new technologies and fresh perspectives,
Uh-huh.
we'll finally crack the code of Rujm el Hiri
Right.
and uncover its true purpose.
Yeah. But until then,
Yeah.
the mystery remain.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
I know, right?
So what do you think Rujm el Hiri was used for?
That's a great question.
Was it a ceremonial center, a place of ritual, or something else entirely? What other ancient sites might have secrets hidden by these, like, subtle yet powerful geological shifts?
It makes you wonder.
It makes you wonder.
Yeah.
We want to hear your theories.
Okay.
Share your thoughts. Keep exploring and stay curious.
Sounds good.
Until next time, happy deep diving.
It really does make you wonder.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if slow geological change
Yeah.
can so drastically reshape our understanding of, like, this one site,
Right.
What other mysteries
I know.
are hidden in plain sight, just waiting for us to uncover them?
It really is a humbling thought. Like,
it is.
we think of these ancient sites as static,
Well,
frozen in time.
Frozen in time.
But this research shows us that even the landscape itself
Right.
is in constant motion, slowly evolving.
Over millennia.
Yeah, it's just
It adds a whole new dimension to the story.
absolutely. And it reminds us that there's always more to learn, always new perspectives to consider. And we may never fully unravel the secrets of Rujm el Hiri.
Probably not, but
But that's part of what makes it so captivating, you know?
yeah,
It sparks our curiosity and pushes us to keep exploring, keep questioning.
it really does.
Yeah.
Well, this has been such a fascinating deep dive
It is.
into the Wheel of Ghosts.
I know. What started as a simple question about an ancient astronomical observatory
I know, right?
has opened up this whole new world of possibilities.
It really has. It's like it just goes to show
It really does.
that sometimes the most unexpected discoveries lead to the most intriguing questions.
For sure. And who knows what the future holds.
Right.
Maybe one day,
Yeah.
thanks to new technologies and fresh perspectives,
Totally.
we'll finally crack the code
Will.
of Rujm el Hiri
Yeah.
and uncover its true purpose.
It'll happen.
Yeah. But until then, the mystery remains.
That's okay. I think that's part of the fun.
It is. It is.
It is, right. So what do you think Rujm el Hiri was used for? Was it a ceremonial center?
Ooh, good question.
A place of ritual? Something else entirely?
Yeah. What do you think? Let us know.
Let us know, yeah.
Yeah.
What other ancient sites might have secrets hidden by these subtle yet powerful geological shifts?
Right. So many questions.
So many questions. Share your thoughts with us.
Yeah.
Keep exploring.
And stay curious.
Stay curious. Until next time.
Yeah.
Happy deep diving, everyone.